The ASKRG is here for you, Galacticos. We know you've missed it. So, keep your questions coming. Some good questions this week. Thank you very much. And let's go for it. If you haven't yet liked or subscribed, give us a little click. And let's see what we have to answer to what you have asked.
What you have asked. This is from Xandin the Dreamer 1. This is a question for me. Sorry, V. Why is Ashley obsessed with Lucas Vazquez? Okay. Obsessed might be too strong of a word. I wouldn't say I'm obsessed. I would just say I'm a big fan and I appreciate his work rate and I love players that are like him that reminds me of the Drake song, started from the bottom, now I'm here. But have started, every minute that he gets to play, he appreciates it. If it's 2 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, if it's an entire match, he gives it his all, and when he steps on the field, and he never stops running. And that's why I'm a big Lucas Vazquez fan.
And after seeing what happened in the final, like him taking that ball to shoot the first penalty, why wouldn't she be obsessed?
I was very nervous, and just to see him go with the calmness that he went, he was so calm, he was so confident, and he put it away, and he did what he had to do. And Lucas Vazquez.
I love Lucas.
And I'm converting everyone I know into a Lucas Vazquez fan. Okay. Moving on.
Thank you for the question. Next one.
From Isaac Crook. Who is your favorite defender of all time?
Isaac Crook. That's a tough one. But I'd probably say maybe Paolo Maldini. I'd say Paolo Maldini,
and
probably,
why?
yeah. Or maybe Franz Beckenbauer, like legends of football. Why? Because I think of what I saw, when I didn't see Beckenbauer play, of course, I saw Maldini. Maybe not even his first years because he started, pretty young. When I was, a little baby, but because they were the best defenders, they were captains, leaders of a team, winning teams. They won titles with the national teams, with their clubs. I don't think many people could argue that, those two are probably in the top 5 of defenders in history.
Well, very good. I'm going to go with a more recent player who's still a big player at Real Madrid. Actually, I've been a Sergio Ramos fan for a very long time before he was handsome. Sorry.
Is he now?
I think he's handsome.
Sergio Ramos, I think.
Before he had some stuff done.
I wouldn't put him on my top 5, but you have to give it to him. He's acquired, he's achieved national team, club level too. World champion, Euro Cup. So yeah, but I wouldn't put him in top 5.
For me, I think I look at character on the pitch and something that I've always liked about him. He may be crazy and sometimes he gets red cards and he loses it, but I love that fire about him and I've loved that for a long time. So. Sergio Ramos.
So Sergio Ramos and probably Paolo Maldini.
And maybe.
Or Franz Beckenbauer.
Okay, next.
Thank you. Next question.
To Vitali from Trigger Happy 262. He's given 262 plus. Hello. Vitali, how well do you think Peru can do in the Copa Centenario?
Well, we just
Centenario. Did I say it right?
Centenario is right. Is the 100th edition. Actually, we made a video yesterday talking about the Copa America and what we think was going to happen. I think Peru is going to do well. We've been consistently doing well, at least in the last 2 editions. We came in 3rd, which is decent for the team we have. And I think we're going to do that. We're going to do well. We're going to go through the group stage and probably, maybe a semifinal. And somehow, for some reason, maybe even playing better than a rival, we're not going to make it to the final. But that's what I think. Hopefully, I'm wrong.
Hopefully, you're wrong. Or hopefully
I'm wrong.
And we beat you. Okay, this is also from Trigger Happy because I just had to include both of them because it was the same question, but for my national team, also from Trigger Happy, how do you think the US are going to fare in this competition? We also talked about this yesterday, and Vitali and I both agree. I think the US has made huge strides in international football. Their national team is coming along in a good way. I think they're developing, they're bringing players with European experience from abroad to play, and so I think they'll do well. I think they'll make it out of the group stage for sure. I don't know exactly how the group stages match up. And
being the local, the home team, I think that always gives a little push.
Yes, definitely.
And I think Americans will be excited to see their the men's national team because of the women's national team has won many World Cups. Yeah. It's probably the best team in female football history.
One of the best in history, yes, and right now one of the best teams in the world.
So I think the Americans are going to be excited to see their male team kind of succeed too.
Right. I think the male counterpart sort of needs to rise up to where the women are in international football, but I think we're on our way, and I'm excited to see that. So
yeah.
There we have it.
Thank you, Trigger Happy.
Thanks, Trigger Happy. Alexander K. This might be too personal of a question for us, but how old is Vitali and Ashley? How old are we?
Well, let's do one thing. How old do you think we are? And then we'll answer you in the next video. You tell us how old you think we are, and then we'll answer you.
No. we're probably a lot younger than you think.
Or older.
Or old. From classic OG, who didn't know OG meant original Gangsta.
All right.
I don't remember what it was meant to stand for. Anyways.
Own goal.
Was it own goal?
You
Own
thought,
goal.
okay, it's not own goal. It's original Gangsta.
Original Gangsta. Anyways, what will you be covering during the summer when Real Madrid isn't playing? This is a wonderful question, Vitali.
Yeah, it's a wonderful question. We're going to be bringing you a lot of content about, well, there are going to be some preseason games. You know, Real Madrid, they're traveling to the United States and Canada. So we'll be covering those games. We're going to be, of course, covering all the Copa America, doing some watch-alongs on Facebook, watching some games together, doing some reactions, you know, if something crazy happens. Also, the Euro Cup that's starting a week after. So that's a lot of content, you know, about international competitions for June and mid-July. And then, you know, preseason starts. We're going to be talking about, of course, signings and rumors, who's coming, who's leaving. And, you know, there's, of course, the European Super Cup on the 9th of August. We're going to play against Sevilla in Norway. We'll be covering that. And then before you know it, the league starts again.
Starting.
So
you guys thought it was over, and
there's
it's
no
really
stop.
not. There's no stopping.
Yeah, you know?
So there's no break from us. You won't get a break from this.
We hope that answered
Can't
your question.
shake this guy. I can't shake this guy. Okay, from Mo Moratti. Hello.
Mo Moratti, what's up, man?
It's been a long time since we've had a question from you. What sport do you guys like outside of football, soccer? Even though football is the best.
Lacrosse.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
Yes. Well, I was a big basketball fan when I still am, but I don't watch it that much. I was, you know, an NBA, let's say, a junkie when the Michael Jordan era. I had my, I mean, I loved Michael Jordan. I had my rituals. I watched the games on my own. I cried and everything. Don't laugh. It was my idol, Michael Jordan, man. And then tennis. I love tennis. I love watching, you know, I don't follow it that much, but it's a sport I like. And bowling. I like bowling. I don't watch it, but, you know, whenever I kind of go play. Is bowling a sport? I don't know.
Is it more of a game?
Well, we could, you know, start going into the difference between a sport and a game.
No.
But I'm
Agree with that. I'm
basketball
sorry.
and tennis,
No offense to
besides
me.
football, are my favorite. And
Okay.
snowboarding. But that's a different story. I'll tell you some other time.
Ah, I didn't know you snowboarded.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't anymore.
Oh,
I was banned from snowboarding. Yeah.
I want to hear the story later. Okay, sports I like outside of football, other than football, I don't really watch other sports, to be honest with you. Sometimes, other than my Warriors, which I watch, and it's hard to watch because they played in Europe at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I love playing lots of other sports. Here, a really fun sport they play is paddle, which is like tennis.
Does it exist in the States?
Not really, no.
Paddle? You don't know what paddle is, guys?
No.
It's a lazy tennis.
It's tennis.
Spanish tennis. Sorry.
No offense to any Spaniards watching in English. I love gymnastics in the Olympics. I love diving. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't follow other sports, but I like to play sports. Running, yoga. If ping pong is considered a sport,
Yes.
I'll probably beat you at it.
Yes, if ping pong is considered a sport, which it is, yeah, obviously, that's my favorite sport.
Okay.
Even more than football,
Are
I
you
like
good at
ping
it?
pong. Yeah,
Are you better than me, do you think?
I could beat you. No problem.
Should we bet on this?
Yeah. We'll make a bet.
Should we make a
yeah.
video about
I don't watch ping pong because it's boring, but I love to play it. It's probably the thing I like to do the most. All right.
I don't know what we're betting on, but okay.
A ping pong game. I'll beat your ass.
Okay, moving on. From Lovro Stanik. If you had a chance to bring someone Real Madrid has sold back to the club, who would it be?
Higuain.
Higuain. That
Yeah, I can go. I feel it right now like I don't need to explain myself.
No, you didn't explain yourself.
With the
I mean,
season he's had, and I've always said like when Higuain left, I would have
You
got
were
rid of
like,
Benzema
"Oh."
right there. And I think, you know, history has proven me right.
History has proven you right.
So
Ooh.
Higuain, yeah, that's my answer. What's your answer?
Oh gosh. I had these questions, I didn't even prepare myself for it. Higuain's a good answer.
Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso is one I would love to have back. I also really like Di Maria, and I liked Ozil a lot too, but I think looking at Ozil and Modric, I think probably now I would choose Modric over Ozil, but oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, I have
Higuain.
Higuain. Okay, Higuain. I'm gonna go with Higuain. And this one's for you, Tyler Simon.
Taylor Simon.
Hey Tyler. Sorry. Who is better, Modric or Gullit?
Ruud Gullit. I think Gullit is better. You know, because we have to still wait to see how Modric's careers end, and you know, like And Gullit, he played for Holland. It's true, surrounded maybe by better players in the national team, but they won the Euro Cup in '88 with a great, Dutch team. And like the amount of success he had in Milan, I think he was one of the best players in history. And I don't like to say that somebody's better than Modric, but I think Gullit is better than Modric for sure.
Great question. Thank you for that. And the last question from Curtis Naxer. Hello, Curtis. Who is the next important signing? He thinks Eden Hazard. I don't think so.
I think, or I hope, I don't know, after, talking about signings and everything, who should leave, who should stay, I think there should be some slight retouches in our defense and midfield, but I would, this time, sell Benzema. I know the president is not going to do this. He's not going to do it. He loves him. He's like a little... But I would bring Lewandowski and replace Benzema with Lewandowski, hands down.
Okay.
And I think that would be a big signing.
That would be a big signing. That would be a huge signing. I actually had a dream about it, that I was the first person to see Lewandowski signing here in Madrid, and I broke it to the press. So maybe it's a sign.
Maybe it's a sign. Maybe not. Who knows? But well, Galacticos, we hope you enjoyed it. That was the questions you sent us this week. Don't forget to keep them coming. We enjoy answering a lot.
We do.
And once again, we hope we did it
sufficiently.
Exactly. And give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.